Boom, 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 boom. What's going on? What's going on? Ladies and gentlemen, the AD here with you. Back at you with another live tonight. Usually doing late after I do my research, my reading, my research, and look at some things and gather some thoughts and things like that. Um, I have some people hit me up about some situation that I should do a video about. So, they actually kind of called me out on on this video. So, I'm gonna have to do a video dedicated to that one right there coming up soon. Probably do it over the weekend or yeah, probably do it Friday. So what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? AZD here, and want to come on here talk about mental health. It's a mental health checkup. I haven't spoke to you recently about mental health in a while, ever since. Well, I did a couple of videos after Mental Health Month, which was in June. So now I'm here doing a little follow up because I want to talk about some things that came across my mind in some research that I was doing and some reading things. Now, the title of this video is Everything is Not Going to Be Alright. And it's not on a negative tone or anything like that. It's just addressing things and being self aware that everything is not going to be alright. So, what does that mean, right? If we just let problems be and just let it stay the way they are, then everything is not going to be alright. That's what that means. And it has a lot to do with emotions and mental health issues and how you address your mental health, right? Um, um, so this mental health thing is a very serious situation, especially with the amount of mortality that is going on over the last couple, I say 3 to 4 years. Mortality from different angles, such as um, self-inflicted, such as um, done to you by other people or done by other people. Um, a lot of mortality has been going on the last few years. People and their emotions reacting um, not the way that they should or that they typically would, say 5, 10 years ago. Situation example came across a story while doing some research. These two gentlemen worked together for years now at a security job. They was at a big event. Um, One is a upper security guy, so he's like the supervisor, and the other was a younger guy, so he was telling the younger guy what to do. And argument broke out over some things in regards to, I think, a metal detector or what have you. These people knew each other for years now. Now, in some way or somehow, emotions got tangled up into it. People not being self-aware, not having self-control, dealing with emotions, dealing with problems. There's a lot of problems out there. And what happened with this situation is the senior guy, remind you, they knew each other for years, so it's not just strangers or anything. They got into an argument, and the younger person ended up um, unaliving the senior person by pulling out, you know, the pow pow type, squirty shoot, like, that thing right there, and end up taking his life, unaliving him. And he knew his family and everything. So it's like, what happened in this situation where emotions got so involved, where not being aware of what's going on, not having self control or self awareness, leading to a person losing their life, leading to another person. You end up going to lose your life because you're going to end up being in prison, affecting family life because the man had kids, the man had grandkids. So it all going to go into effect with how we look at life and how we control our thoughts. Let me see some things. I got some comments. I like that pen. Did you make that? Oh man, appreciate that. Um, nah, I ain't paid that. Actually, my daughter did that. I think she did it when she was like 7 or something like that. But the shout outs to you, Star Smooth. Appreciate that. Uh, do you hate? I don't hate 12. I ain't even talk about 12 like that on here yet. What is 12 anyways? Um, name a car for a edit. Name a car. Maserati. Is this really live? Yeah, I'm live, live and direct. I got tea right here, some hot tea. Yeah, it was hot, so yeah, I'm live and direct. Um, no, it's not pre-record. I'm live and direct. Start smooth. Do you believe we are God, but we had descendants down here to this lower realm? I forgot. Ooh, that's some divine full. That's some deep things right there. I gotta do a video like that. Or maybe we can team up on a video like that. Do you believe we are God, but we had descendants down here to this lower rim and forgot about it? Wow. That's some deep thoughts, something to discuss right there. That's a good discussion right there. Star Smooth, she had a good sense of color, very impressive. Was there? Appreciate that. She loved the paint. Like, yeah, I like it too. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate that for real, Star Smooth. Cause I was thinking about actually moving it, but I just like it there sometimes. It's kind of like some inspiration for me and keeping focus. Um, so let me get back into the thing, like, so discussing like mental health, self-awareness, and things like that. So I just want to get on this and discuss a few things with you guys real quick. Like, so everything is not going to be all right, but I'm not just saying that like the world's going to end or anything like that, but I'm just saying that the different emotions and different things that we're going to go through and a different balance and imbalance of energy that we're going to have affect us. We have to be careful of how we interact with one another and be careful of our emotions and our self-awareness. So that's why the name of this video or this live is everything's not going to be all right. But I'm not just saying it because you have control of your own life. You can have the power, the strong will, the like divine full said, the deep in depth things that you can go in deep with and control because the power we have, and we really have some power within. So the thing is, like Divine said, it seems like it's really a battle going on Earth within negative and positive. Um, uh, I will go some more in depth in that, but let me finish up this real quick, and then we can have some more discussion on that. Um, so let's see. Some things that I want to talk about in regards to everything's not going to be all right is that we have to make sure that we just don't let our problems be and let it just settle and make it just be like build up because once it start to build up too much, then you don't have any way of attacking those issues and be able to solve those issues. So some things that we can do that if we think that like everything's not going to be all right and you're overwhelmed, some things that we can do. And I'm doing this for some research and some reading, some videos that I watched. So check this out. Little things that I put together is we got to have self-awareness and self-control. Self-awareness and self-control. So being self-aware, being knowing what's going on, knowing people emotions, knowing your emotions, being emotionally intelligent, having an idea of the outlook of your interaction with people and the different waveform of energy that we will interact with within this next few years. And I don't want to go too in depth with the energies and things like that, but it really affect our emotions and people emotions and how they react. And like I said, the high mortality rate that's been going on over the years is a very serious issue from different angles, different issues from health issues. We have health issues. We have people unaliving one another, people warring with one another, people just like at attack with one another. So let me get into some more things, right? So after you develop that, right, and you have a self-awareness, self-control, then we're going to go into some things that we can develop a sense of urgency. So that means that develop a sense of urgency is attacking the issues, getting rid of the issues. It could be mental issues, it could be mental limited beliefs, holding yourself back because you don't have a certain belief in what you can do with your life, or a certain belief of what you can accomplish, or a certain belief of what you can overcome, or a certain belief of giving through the hurdles in life that you're facing, right? So some of these things you have to develop a sense of urgency in attacking the issues. Another thing is focus on the present. So you have to be grateful. You have to have gratitude for the present, and don't too much worry on the problems that you're facing or the hurdles. Try to have an outlook of a positive outlook of accomplishing getting over those hurdles and what it would feel like if you got over those hurdles, or um, can you avoid the issues with some of these hurdles without without it being extreme to the extreme. Like, how can I say this? uh, uh, all right, so for example, yeah, transparent. So for example, a couple days ago, I went to a theme park, right? And this theme park happened to be crowded. They have like a lake, it's by a lake and stuff like that. So they have their benches out there, sitting out there, benches, a lot of benches. So I'm there. I have three kids with me. So I'm trying to find an open one. So I'm there while the kids is out in the pool and having fun and going to slides and keep my eye on them. I happened to see some couple leaving from this set of chairs. So I try to run over there. I didn't have like our stuff with us or anything. So I try to run over there. And then it's like the people next to them just automatic like do their stuff. I'm like, yo, can I have these? Cause I got some kids. They was like, no, you can't have it, this, and that. Now, my reaction could have been on some whole different level where it's like, man, get it and then grab the chairs and this, but something in my head, something clicked in my head. And it's probably dealing with this things that I'm studying of how having emotional intelligence and how being control of your emotions and being self-aware and having self-control, being able to adapt to situations and have a hang of um how can I say it? A hang of which way that it could go. So instead of like saying wilding out or whatever like that and grabbing a chair, whatever like that, I decided to, okay, all right, oh, that's how it's gonna be. I understand. Okay, okay. Okay, I understand. And in a way, the way I was saying, okay, I got you, I understand. The way I was looking at the person, it was a gentleman because it was a man and a wife. So most likely you're gonna, if you're a man, you're gonna be talking to the man, and his wife was like, oh, just go ahead and take the chair. So he just ended up plopping his body on. It's like, oh no, it's for my family. Like, where they, like where are they? Oh, he there on their way. So let me make this story like shorter. So basically, I was like, all right, so boom, all right, that's how it's gonna be. Okay, I understand. I got some kids with me. I don't even just let me get one so I can just set down these stuff over here and we can have a pace that we can say, okay, this is where our towels at, this, and that. Okay, so I said, all right, that's fine, But God having certain ways of working things out in a positive way if you don't go with a negative attitude, and in a way couple minutes later, I'm walking over some area, and these people's like, "Oh, you looking for a place?" Next thing you know, I have four chairs, nice area, closer to the water, nice sitting area, later tables. Refreshments wasn't too far where we can go get some refreshments. So I'm just want to say that to this, we have to not be so quick to overreact to situations because it can go to another level, and people emotions and not having self-control of the emotions, it can go on some next things. And we can see this in the stories. You can see this, like I said, in the mortality rate that's increasing, not even just in the United States, not even just in the big cities, but all across the nations. You can see the mortality rate is going up over these years. And a lot of issues is based off of mental issues, and the mortality rate is increasing because of people not having control of their mental awareness or having control of their mental issues. So then it causes a whole nother drift of things. Let me get into some of these comments real quick. Uh, Football fan, what's going on, football fan? I like your shirt. Hey, appreciate that. Who said that? Oliver like movies. I like your shirt. Appreciate that, Oliver. Somebody was ranking on my shirt the other day. Well, not the other, well, earlier today. And I was just like, yeah, I like the flavor, I like the color. So appreciate that. AZ, um, Planet Planet of the oh man, I don't want to mess up your name. Planet of the Ainsley. What's what moment in your life that you think changed? Wow. What's what moment in your life that think changed the trajectory of your life? It's a few things that change the trajectory in life, and that helps me to like well, not overanalyze, but analyze things and understanding that we do have a lot of control and a lot of control of our minds and how our mindset is, and um, it's based off of our thinking and how we see interacting. See, since we're human and interacting with one another, we have to be aware of each other behaviors and each other emotions and how each other feel. But for me, it's just experienced a lot of setbacks, a lot of tragedies, a lot of lessons, and hmm, how can I say this? Um, I want to say, okay, anxiety, lack of sleep, still doing that, trying to get through that part. What they call that insomnia, trying to deal with insomnia. Um, uh, Years ago, I had a major car accident, which left me. I had about three, four surgeries. So with that, left me with like what they call it, hardware within my body and stuff like that. So I deal with a lot of pain and dealing with that pain, especially with like weather and stuff like that. It helps me to be able to control my thoughts and be able to get through a lot of hurdles and stuff like that. And just um, um, a lot of challenges, a lot of personal challenges, um, relationship challenges, uh, health for challenges, financial challenges, uh, uh, financial challenges again, um, spiritual challenges, trying to in tune with God and making sure that you in a proper space and in a proper lane and trying to be as right as possible, trying to live the best life that you can live. Like it's tough out there. It's not an easy road, so just trying to balance it and continue. Gump, you can't control others, you can control your own attitude. Shout outs to you for that, Gump. Appreciate that, Gump. I hope I'm saying your name right, Gump. You can't control others, but you can control your own attitude, and that's the key thing. That's the definitely key thing, Gump. That's one of the main thing that I like to keep focus on, and I want to write that one down if you don't mind, Gump. You can control others, but you can hold on. You can't control others, but you can control your own attitude. Big things right there. That's a big one right there. You can't control others, but you can control your. You can't control. What else I got for me out there? Appreciate y'all for being on here. You can't control others, but You can control your own attitude. Can't control others. Your own attitude. For real, gonna appreciate that. And that's being like, even if you want to get something done, getting something accomplished, you want to be able to control your own attitude, having some self confidence, some self awareness, being able to be self sufficient in life, being able to um, develop your own motivation, being self motivated, all that stuff right there. So, shout out to Gump for that one. You can't control others, but you can control your own attitude. You can't control others, but you can control your own attitude. So, shout out to you for Gump for that one. Football fan, what's the deal? What up? Thank you for this. No problem, football fan. Appreciate you for being here and commenting on the live. What do you believe in? What do you believe in? Shout outs to Mag. What do you believe in? I believe in, well, I guess you could say God. I believe in God. Believe that there's a superior power, omnipotent one. I can't say I'm a big time religious person. I grew up in the church and stuff like that, but I can't say I'm big time religious. I'm spiritual, and I do believe in um, a lot of the stuff that's documented within religion beliefs and stuff like that. I look at different religions, so I can't say what I believe in. I believe in positivity and trying to be as good and as best as you can each and every day that you're blessed with life. That's what I believe in. Divine, can you show us your book collection? This is just a small book collection. So on this side, it's a lot of stuff on like finance, motivation, self improvement, stuff like that. One of the things I like is this one. It's by Noah St. John. It's called The Code, The Secret Code of Success. What else I got back here? Uh, got this one, Secret Mind of a Millionaire. T. Harv Eker. What else I got back here? Um, Let me see. Inspiration. See this stuff right here, like this. Um, so this right here is a collection of like different inspirational writings and stuff like that. Things to get your mind like on a different level, or what they want to say is a different level of enlightenment. So this one is called The Inspirational Writing of Robert H. Schuffer, and it's like tough times never last, but tough people do. Hold on. Who asked me to say the book college? Divine for. Can you? And somebody before that asked me, Ainsley, what's that? What was the moment in your life that changed the trajectory of your life? And this is one of the things when I was going through those things. This is one of the books that I read. Uh, wow, you asked for my book collection. That's tough. So all right, real quick. So the inspiration writing of Robert Schofer, tough times never last, but tough people do. Tough minded faith for tender hearted people. So that one right there can get you through some tough times right there. It's a lot of inspirational writings in there. Um, Especially if you go through different things in life. Uh, this one right here is Working with People, second edition, no Naomi Brill, and it's called Working with People and Understanding People in the Process and stuff like that. That working with people, especially if you're doing like management, supervisor job, if you're lead shift or shift lead or different things like that, help you to understand and dealing with people is that one. Um, oh man. Now over here we have some more religious, inspirational, um, what I can say, spiritual type book. One of them is Every Day is Friday by Joel Osteen. Got that one right there. Um, What else we got? We got The Upward Look by Energy White. I got more books too. This is just some of the stuff that I keep close to. Sometimes like they got like little short chapters you can just look at and read. So thank you for asking me about that, my book collection. Wow. Uh how do I be self-aware? So shout out to football fan. How do I be self-aware? Mm, wow, that's a deep question. So for me, one of the ways that I be self-aware is I'm not sure if you're into meditation or anything like that. And I'm not talking about praying. I'm talking about meditation. I say from 3 to 9, 10 minutes, 3 minutes to start off at the minimum. Because what you want to do is you want to sit still and focus your energy and just like tune out everything, but just have your thought just your thought just go. Your thought just go. And they said meditation. So they say praying is you talking to God, but when you meditating is God talking to you. So you just let the thoughts go and then you hear the thoughts and you just be self aware. Now I'm not sure if you're talking about self aware if if within the immediate action and you're trying to be self-aware of your actions or your attitude, but it starts off with meditating and being more within yourself and understanding your energy and connecting your energy with the omnipotent one, the power that's out there. And when you make that connection and you be more like it's also with the breathing techniques and understanding emotions and energy and just having some self awareness. I can't explain how you develop it too in depth. See, now you about to have me do some research how you develop self awareness. But like I said, for me, it start off with meditation, start off with journaling, start off with writing, and start off with like writing down your problems. Then you're looking at your problems, you analyzing it, you thinking about you can start off by doing that. You think about the different situations, A and B situations of how you react to the outcome or the effects of it. Um, I'm just ranting on that part, right? I'm just going off the top of my head of how I help myself to be self-aware of certain issues. Um, Instead of like automatically reacting to what people say or things like that, you have to intake it and see what they say and kind of try to feel of how they feel or where they're coming from also. Um, Somebody message was held for review. Every moment is going to pass. Whether it's a shout outs to Debbie. Every moment is going to pass. Whether it's a good moment or a bad moment. So just try to enjoy each moment, whether good or bad. Definitely. Appreciate you that for that, Debbie. Appreciate you for that one. Um, so let me finish up real quick and I'm about to get off of here because I definitely appreciate you guys' time. Been on here for 30 minutes or so. So we got focus on the present next and work on being a better person. After that, we want to actively work on overcoming issues that lays at the core, like the core issues. Start to work on the core issues, and that will help the other issue that's on top of it um, decrease and get away and like disappear. So you gotta also know your emotions, know logics, know when to shut it down, know when to get away from a bad situation or get away from problems, or instead of reacting and be on the defensive all the time, being able to understand people and where they're coming from and their ideas. So with that, you have to understand how to balance emotions and logic and solving problems. You have to understand when it's time to shutting down and when it's time to be defensive and when it's time to attack. You want to avoid interactions where it could get into physical, where people are touching one another, like trying to harm one another. You want to get out of the situation of the harm, of trying to put pain onto another person because of what they said, of trying to injure another person because of what they said, or if you're not agreeing with what that person said, you want to injure that person. We have to get away from that. And that's part of the logic, the emotion, and shutting down. Then we have to work on anxiety. Anxiety is a big thing with understanding is everything's going to be all right. So we got anxiety, and what are you thinking is basically part of anxiety. So what anxiety starts to build up is because of what we're thinking about, and then anxiety can lead to anxiousness, and then with the anxiousness, you have to understand that okay, you're not a superhero or anything like that, but you are vulnerable, and everything's not going to be all right. But you have to understand how to analyze the issues and being able to know that you're vulnerable, that things can happen to you, but you have the power to get through it all, and you have to change your mindset and your thoughts. So when this stuff starts to happen, where you have anxiousness, where you have overwhelmed thoughts and you feel like harming somebody, or you feel like getting back at somebody, or you feel like revenge is the key, or you feel resentment against somebody, or you feel anger, you have to start to change your thoughts, because when these thoughts start to overcome and overpower you, those thoughts can lead to core issues and things that's built up from the past. You can outlash. I don't even know if that's a word. Outlash or attack onto others your emotion that you have built up from the past. So you got to be careful of that. And that's with the anxiety, because you could be thinking of one thing, but then the anxiety starts to build up, and the pressure of thinking of the past issues that didn't go right with your mode or your mood. So you have to be cautious of that, because you can end up harming people because of the built up anger, or the built up intentions, resentment, or the built up um like just want to get back at somebody because of what they said to you, or you know somebody said definitely. I'm just telling you, like, yo, this stuff will really happen, not me. I'm just saying people out there be going through this stuff like that. So another thing, you can't be complacent. So don't be complacent, right? And you have to be cautiously tending to your life. And no, I definitely need rehab. Probably do need rehab, but whatever you're talking about, I don't think I need rehab. I definitely think I need to have people more in tune with mental issues, and everything's not going to be all right in the world, and being able to have self-awareness and self-control, and develop a sense of urgency to focus on the present and work on being a better person, and actively work on overcoming issues that lays at the core in order to solve problems, so they don't take out their problems onto other people, leading to mortality rate that's increasing in the country, not even just the country, but all across the nation. So that's why I'm talking about this video. So if you think I need rehab, let me know what kind of rehab you think I need. Um, what else? What else? What else? I think that's all I have for this one right here. So, Zeus, let me know what kind of rehab you think I need. I wouldn't say Ryan. What's going on, Ryan? Ryan, I wouldn't say I'm religious, but I definitely am spiritual. I grew up in a church. I was raised like going to church like every Sunday. Then I had other relatives who was going to church on Saturdays, so I used to go in church like Saturday and Sunday. So and those other couple days during the week. So I'm not saying I'm very religious, but I'm very spiritual. So I'm in tune with good over evil and stuff like that. Um, what else? What else? I think I got to every comment on here. If anybody else got any comment, definitely once again I want to thank you, appreciate you for being on here. Just want to this it was just a discussion of mental checkup, mental health checkup, in regards to what's going on in the world, going on in the city, going on a lot of places. Mortality rate is on the increase, and a lot of reason why this mortality rate is on the increase. Well, one reason that I came across was because of mental health issues and emotional issues, and people not knowing how to deal with one another because of built up tensions and things like that from the past. So, once again, I want to thank y'all for being on here. Let it go through. And if you got any value out of this, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel and let me know what else the things y'all want me to come on here and talk about. I might come back on here. I like talking to you guys. Might I don't know what's the topic y'all want to talk about. I might come back on here and we have a discussion or something else. I got insomnia, so uh this helps me to get through some of the insomnia and getting some of the energy out there like that. So I can continue to work on being a better person each and every day. What about you? So let me know what y'all think. I should come back on here. We do another live, discuss something else, or what? I'm gonna stay on here for like another minute. We can discuss. I'm gonna let y'all know some research. A few things I've been doing research on. Um, nah, I can't say we can't discuss nothing about no quantum physics. Um, what else? I've been doing research on some trusts, working on estate planning and asset protection and building a trust and leaving stuff for your beneficiaries. That's another thing I've been working on, so we can discuss something like that. Um, I know I said quantum physics and things like that, but nah, I can't discuss that yet because I need to do more research on that stuff. Let's see what else we can talk about. We could talk about finance, different ways of making extra money. I got that right here. Some apps and website that I came across. These apps and website they pay fast. Like, so if you got like PayPal, Cash App and stuff like that, and you go to some of these websites and you sign up with these websites and you do things on them, some of them they can pay out within like 24 hours. What else I've been doing some research on? Um, high yield savings account. We can do a discussion on that. I'm gonna do a video on that though. So different high yield savings accounts, especially with fintech. Fintech being like online banking, such as like SoFi, MoneyLion, um, what's the other one? Acorn, those like that. We can talk about religious habits. You want to talk about habits? Like what kind of habits, Ryan? Let me know what kind of habits. Um, Bad habits, good habits. I got some bad habits I need to get rid of. I got some good habits I need to increase on. So what kind of habits you talking about, Ryan? Let me know. We can talk about habits if you want to talk about it. Let me talk about. I got some habits of no, I ain't gonna say that. More productive. Habits and being more productive. That's a discussion. You want me to come back on and do another live, Ryan? We can come back on and do another live. Talk about habits and being more productive. So some habits and being more productive. One of the things is I learned. I forgot who said it. It's either Zig Ziglar, one of those motivational speakers and salesperson. No. Jack. Was it Jack? It's one of those people. Help me out, y'all. It's one of those people. They said plan a day before, like so like write out some of the stuff for the day before in advance. One thing I do, I got like okay, for one thing is I got a calendar, like a planner, like one of these old school, well not old school planner. You can go to like Staples. I got a planner with like I got the date, got the dates. What we got in here, like the days and stuff like that, so you can write down stuff that you got coming up instead of just putting on your phone. It's, for me, like writing stuff down like this helps me out by being more focused. So we can talk about that, being more productive. Like this right here, like it got a things to do tab. You got your notes, things to do for that week and stuff like that. And other than that, I keep like a small, I don't have it near me, like a small little mini notebook thing that I can like I usually have a backpack or whatever, like a bag, and sometimes it can even fit in my back pocket. Like if stuff or ideas come to my head, I write it down in there. But most of the things that I write down in there is things that I need to take care of or ideas that I need to put down and on like a legal notepad like this, or I also have notebooks that I write my plan on. So when stuff come to my idea and I write it down in that small thing, and then later on, I write some of the details and like brainstorm on there, and then I would transfer it to like a old school college notebook. I don't know, like, but that helped me be productive. And then with the old school college notebook, I try to make it more into details, into tasks that I need to do in order to accomplish those goals. And it helps out, like for me, because sometimes I'd be like, oh, scattered brain all the time. I think I probably got what they call that? I don't know, whatever that is, where your thoughts just be all over the place sometimes. So that's how I try to be more productive. Excuse me, hold on. So that's one way I try to be more productive is writing things down, because if not, my thoughts and thought pattern be all over the place. So I definitely write things down. Like I probably write down too much stuff. And one of my mentors used to say, if you got a lot of stuff written down, you can use those as unsigned checks, basically saying that like if you got a blog, or if you got a YouTube channel, or if you got any site for social media, those knowledge and things that you're writing down, or things that you know, you can be monetizing it. Like you can be creating blogs, you can creating ADHD. Shout out to Jonathan Cook. Yeah, and a lot of people don't want to admit it, but I probably do have ADHD. It's not a funny thing or whatever like that, but it is what it is. That's part of being that self awareness. Like if you know it is what it is, just don't be like, oh no, I don't got no ADHD. I might have ADHD. My thoughts be product. Oh, I gotta work on this thing. Oh no, this thing. Oh, like earlier, I was doing some work on like psychology and thinking and how the brain process thoughts and emotions and all that stuff. So I was doing some research on that. And the next thing you know, I started like working on packing up clothes and stuff like that, and getting rid of some old clothes, and then going back to listening to audio and then reading again. And I was like, maybe I should just get on a live, get my thoughts out there. So I think that's ADHD. Nothing wrong with it. I have it diagnosed. Oh wow. I wonder if I should go get diagnosed or something like that. But hey, if I do have it, in a way, sometimes it helps out a lot, because the way the thoughts just be coming through, it'd be a blessing from different angles. So shout out to you for John Cook. Appreciate that. Um, knowing half the battle, yeah, knowing half the battle. That's part of that self awareness, right? Right, Jonathan Cook, knowing that hey, you probably do have ADHD, you should go out there and get diagnosed. Maybe um, it's something that you can address and help out with controlling your brain thoughts and how you interact, and then like I don't know, man, but it's a blessing, like because I be having thoughts coming from over here, and then next thing you know, I want to be doing this, and so I look at it as a blessing. So what else? Yeah, should talk about. Yeah, so Ryan, I think I might end this live and come back on here and talk about habits and productivity. Hey, Ainsley, new wineskin. Hey, Ainsley, I just fell in my spirit to give. Okay, let me read this. New wineskin. Hey, Ainsley, I just feel in my spirit to give and send you a big, long virtual hug. Appreciate that, and tell you Jesus loves you immensely. It's just one silent call anyway. Stay blessed. Appreciate that. You stay blessed too. New I hope I'm saying that, New Wineskin. Appreciate you. Um, yeah, man. So definitely appreciate everybody on here giving me some comments. It actually feel good to interact with y'all and know that other people out there probably going through like same kind of stuff that you're going through, or trying to be self-aware and have self-control and be more mindful of the things that's going on. And like I said, anybody on here coming on here, not trying to talk about anything or talk about anybody or being a negative or anything, because you see the title says everything is not going to be all right. It's just being point blank and being self-aware and being upfront with it. It's like everything's not going to be all right. We all have issues, and some of the things that we have to work out is how we deal with the issues, especially some of the core issues. And like I discussed earlier, if you want to go back into the video, some of it is self-awareness, self-control, having an urgency to know that you have issues and you should deal with the issues, have a focus of the present, and working on becoming a better person and actively working to overcome issues that lie at the core of most of our emotional struggles and battles. um, Understanding emotions, logicals, and shutdowns, understanding the mindset, understanding how you can control your mindset, and being able to not react in negative ways and have negative emotions. And the reason why I'm saying this, like I discussed earlier, is because it's a lot of mortality rate that's high increase, and many of it is dealing with because of how people interact with their emotions and react and tend to want to harm people. And you don't want to keep, we don't want to keep this kind of behavior continuing because it can definitely affect society as a whole. So we have to be mindful of our mindset, mindful of our control, emotions, emotion intelligence, self awareness, self control, and things like that. Um, Try not to get too involved with arguments with your emotions because, like I said, I came across a lot of stories recently where people are arguing with one another and then within minutes they're harming one another. So, I mean, and not even just like harming, say fist to fist, I mean, unaliving one another, like putting damage, like unaliving, getting out of here, like no more, you're not even here anymore, like buy type things. If you understand what I'm talking about, like people are arguing with each other, getting emotionally involved, and then those emotionally involved things are leading to people canceling one another from. Um, oh, wow, that's great advice and good list too. Thank you. No problem, New Wineskin. Appreciate you for being here and giving me that blessing and comment earlier. Appreciate you for real. But yeah, so definitely people like continue to be connected with your higher power too. I mean, like I said, I'm not religious, but that can help you out there and be mindful. Just be mindful. Um, be mindful of your thoughts because I don't want to see you get hurt, and I don't want you hurting anybody. And I'm gonna say that again. I don't want you hurting anybody, and I don't want you to be hurt. So I don't want you to be hurt, and I don't want to see anybody hurting you. I don't want anybody hurting you, and I don't want you hurting anybody. You understand what I'm saying? Catch the drift? You see how I was saying that back and forth like that? Uh-huh. Mixing it up. Because you have to be mindful and have self-awareness. Be aware of your surroundings also. So I'm about to get off this live. I might jump back on here for a few minutes and talk about habits and productivity and how we can be more productive in life and getting things accomplished and organizing your life and setting goals. One of the main things is setting goals. So you want to set goals in different increments. I like to set goals by uh how we go 3, 6, 9, 12. So basically like quarters. So you got your first 3 months, your next 3 months, your 6 months, your 9 months, your year. So you can break it down, but don't have too much goals. So then you have a few yearly goals. Then you break it down, a few things that you want to accomplish in the next 9 months. Then you even break it down even more to 6 months, and then 3 months, and then 1 month. I also like to do 1 month. 1 month is like when you do like a blitz to get something done and over with, and those can be crucial. Like you have to be able to control your energy. I don't know if you guys do like fasting and stuff like that, or dieting. Like I broke my stuff tonight. I ain't gonna front. I was eating some junk food earlier, and I'm not supposed to be eating like junk food so late. And I was not supposed to be eating junk food, period. I'm supposed to be eating more cleaner, like greens and stuff like that, because it gives you more energy, more. You guys already know that. More fruits, vegetables, more other than fruits and vegetables, more like kale. Kale help you give you energy. Spinach, of course, like Popeye used to do. The spinach, definitely fresh spinach. Um, some cucumbers, some ginger, and I like to do lime and lemon water and stuff like that. Alkaline the body. Um, when do you normally stream? Do you have a schedule or kind of just honestly? I wouldn't say it's kind of whenever. I usually do late night, like late night, early morning. So you probably catch me live streaming between like the hours of 12 and 5 o'clock because I got insomnia. Sometimes I can't sleep, my boy. You know what I'm saying, Ryan? Sometimes I can't sleep, so I just hop on here after I do some research, some thinking, some thoughts, some meditating. Um, whatever I'm working on for that day, then I usually like trying to gather my thoughts. I do some quick notes and I try to hop on here and get my thoughts out there, hoping that I can connect with people and hoping that it can be helpful to somebody as well as help me to what is it called? Kind of get my thoughts out at the same time. So it's kind of like therapy at the same time for me. So even like how you said with dealing with the habits and productivity, like we can come on here and we can discuss that, and it helps me to even gather my thoughts on what I need to even work on more like that. You feel me? So you can catch me. I probably do need to get a schedule. What you think would be a good time? I'm not sure if you're on the East Coast, West Coast. I'm on the East Coast, so for me right now, it's like it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Crazy thing is, I gotta go to work tomorrow. I'm up here thinking it's a Friday night. So yeah, I can hop back on here for a few more minutes. We can definitely talk about habits and productivity. We can bounce ideas off one another, Ryan. Um, definitely, I know one of my things is writing things down. Cause if I don't write things down, your boy be lost. Like I said, I got that little notebook. I even write down like I'm working on like my budgeting skills and things like that. Gathering my budgeting skills right. So that's one thing I write down. Um, things that I got to work on. So I have to work on a monthly budget as well as a weekly budget. Not too much of a weekly budget, but definitely monthly budget because you know you got your rent or mortgage, you got your car insurance, car payment, whatever, transportation, whichever have you. You have to put those money aside and have those money allocated for those things. Then you have your extra money. Pay yourself first. So don't go. Some people might hate me for this. Once you get your money, your income, whichever way you have, make sure you put some money to the side. But this is not for this discussion. We're talking about everything's not going to be all right. So I'm getting sidetracked. You see, that's that ADHD kicking in or whatever. I don't know. Let me know. Is it just going to be me and Ryan on the next live or what? I can get back on here for another 10, 15 minutes. All right. I'm going to come back on for another 10, 15 minutes. We're going to talk about habits and productivity. All right. All right, so I'll talk to y'all later. I appreciate y'all for being on here. What? Yo, Danny, what you talking about? What you mean? I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.